Hey, this is Nevin with Disket, bringing to you Season 10 of the Disket Cooking Show. We're celebrating 10 years of manufacturing diskets and accessories, and we got another guest chef bringing in a really quick, awesome recipe, so make sure you stay tuned. Welcome back. So now we got a chance. So we got an Ethan Diness, guest chef. We've been here before. He's back again. Welcome to the show, Mr. Diness.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nevin Montano of
Disket,
Air Force One and Disket. Good afternoon.
What do you got to go in here? We're gonna do something different, right?
Okay.
With the chicken wings.
You know what? We're gonna go a little different. Usually it's all barbecue, which we love, and we love heat. Let's go back to our roots a little bit. I grew up in the Washington D.C. area, huge Jamaican culture, and we have this Jabberwoky jerk. It's a jerk sauce. Generally goes with chicken. Excellent with seafood. Also with pork. So today we've decided to go with some wings. Are you up for some wings?
Always up for some wings.
All right. What is this unit here? Can we cook,
Here we got
can we
the
cook it on this?
disket
What's
here.
going
Absolutely. We got this disket. We're using a disc with a 2-inch lip on there. This particular disket, we'll get into the spotlight unit over here, but everybody knows the disket can be made any design you want. Here we're going to cook up these chicken wings. We're featuring Jabberwoky smooth jerk. This is Suzanne Edmonds out of California.
Altadena.
Absolutely. And she makes some really good jerks. You can see a lot of information about her stuff by going to her website. You can check her out on Facebook. She's got some other social media stuff. But we wanted to go ahead and show you how you can use the Jabberwoky jerk sauces on the disket, and Ethan's going to show us how to do all that.
Did you choose me to do this because you think I'm a jerk, or because I can just make some chicken?
Because I think you can make some chicken.
That's awfully generous of you. Let's do that. So what we want to do with that sauce is we want to get your chicken, or if you're using seafood, perhaps a shellfish like prawns or lobster or even crab deshelled, so that you get it in the marinade. So we did this hopefully the night before. There's always something about going over the night, 8-10 hours. So
that's for the marinade.
For the marinade, because it infuses with your protein, or if you were going with a vegetable or a tofu or something like that. Thank you, sir. It goes wonderful with that. So we chose wings today, and we did the full wing, not clipped, and we're going to put it in on the disket with a little bit of oil here. And we want to heat this to done so it's nice, tender, yet crispy on the outside. With chicken and poultry in general, you want an internal temperature of 165 Fahrenheit, okay? 165, not 155, 165. Thank you on that. Let's do this. Watch out for spatter. Let's get this in here.
Sounds good. Nice and hot.
Yeah.
That oil's at about 375 degrees, 375, 400. And then you got about 20 wings in there, I guess. But how long do you think that's going to take?
I think 6 minutes.
6 minutes. Again, we're using the Jabberwoky. This is the sweet jerk sauce. And you can find some episodes, some information about their product by checking out our website. We have some links on our Facebook, our Twitter, all kind of stuff. But again, they're not a local product in New Mexico, but they're pretty well known. You can see them at the Fire Food Show every year too. So
they do come out to the Fire Food Show, so we welcome them as local, because we are local in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we love our whole state. And our friends from Altadena, California were good enough to provide this. So we're rolling with this, and I think we're going to come up with like a wonderful wing.
Yeah, I can't wait to try. I've never had a wing with a sweet jerk before, so. While these are cooking real quick, I want to go ahead and take a second. We're going to feature this week's Spotlight Disket. We don't even have to show you a picture on this one, because this week's Spotlight Disket is one we're actually cooking on. You see, this one is the U.S. Army design. Now, keep in mind, the disket is your story. So if you're in the Army, maybe you're a Vietnam veteran, maybe you like horses, and maybe you also like frogs, we can put any designs on any of the 4 legs that the disket's made out of. Again, it's made out of 3/16 plate steel. It's all powder coated finish. We got thousands of them all over the country and all over the world. It comes with the disc, the burner, and the full stand. It's all powder coated finish. You can also customize it. So if you want your names cut into the handles, if you want names or dates or whatever you want cut into the base plate, or any kind of design you can think of, the disket is made just the way you want it. So if you want to see some stories or some examples of what other people have done over the thousands of diskets, check out our website and the pattern section, or even you can also check it out on Facebook Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, Flickr. So, there's thousands of them out there. So those pictures are, just type in Disket or type in hashtag Disket, hashtag Discada, hashtag Cowboy Walk, any of that kind of stuff. You'll see Disket's been out for, it's been 10 years we've been putting these things all over the world. So let's make one just the way you want it.
And on the that these are good with our service people, the men and women in the Army, as you mentioned. Didn't you do service for the Marines?
I did.
And don't we also feature these for our Pavlo 55 helicopter rescue people?
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Make it any way you want them.
All right, so these are getting there done, and they look done, but they're not, because it's poultry. With beef, you have your varied degrees of doneness, even pork. For poultry, no, 165 and up. And so we're almost there. A couple more minutes.
So Ethan, what were you saying about the temperature just a second ago?
Well,
155? Or?
Well, with poultry, please cook it. No, don't please. Do cook it to an internal temperature in the middle of your product of at least 165 degree Fahrenheit. That is due to actual safety. It's not pork, it's not beef, it's not other product, it's poultry. That's what it needs to go. If you reheat anything, reheat it to 165 or above. Not just poultry, but poultry falls in that category of 165 and above in the middle. And I think we're at that, and let's taste.
Sounds good to me. Now we're gonna put some more of that jerk on there. Use this dipping sauce or something you're saying.
Let's do this. Let's take half of it and let's dredge it in that jerk sauce.
Nice.
And then we'll do the other half. We'll make it a dipping sauce. I think that's a couple of good ways to go. What do you think?
Sounds great.
Okay.
We're gonna kill the Disket for now. Turn off
the Disket is in sleeping mode.
Oh, look at that. You got everything all plated. What do you got? Cucumbers there?
I do.
You got a special knife or something like that to cut all that up?
I do. I used to do those cucumbers, as Nevin asked, what you want to do is use a knife called a cake knife. And it's a specialized knife. It's very, very sharp. You never sharpen it. It stays sharp for life, but it will cut. And it's at a diagonal, and it produces these nice little cuts for your garde-manger.
Garde-manger?
Garde-manger. That's the design of food. Like a Disket, it's the design of food.
So is this going to be dredged, or is this the one that gets the dipping sauce?
This is the one that's going to get a dipping sauce.
So not much of plating then. Should I move some of that out of the way for the... Or are you putting the dipping sauce on the side?
We'll put that right on the side, sir.
Alrighty. So you got this one set up, and now you're taking some of the Jabberwoky sweet jerk, and what are you doing, mixing it?
I'm actually just filling up a container for dipping.
Okay.
And we'll put that on the side. Let's present this.
Alrighty.
This is a lovely platter here with the Jabberwoky as a dip. And people may have seen otherwise with like a hot sauce or a blue cheese dip. And so we're going to go with the Jabberwoky straight out. And this is a wonderful,
sweetie,
wonderful accompaniment to any event, ball games, Sunday afternoon barbecue.
Nice. And
Thank
then the
you.
other one you're going to do what with? Let's
do this one in a dredge. So we're cooking it, we've marinated it, we've done all this, and then we're putting it back into the mother sauce. Well, it's a sister sauce to the mother sauce is what it's made, the Jabberwoky, and then it'll just show the effervescence of that sauce.
Sounds good. Let's check it out.
Thank you so much. It does sound good. Let's do it for proof. Like we were in Missouri.
Show me state.
Yeah. Hey Nevin, could you pour one of those out into that container here?
I imagine.
All right.
Jabberwoky.
It's fun to say Jabberwoky,
sweet
isn't it?
Jerk. Mm-hmm.
Now, when you said sweet jerk, what did you mean by that?
That means whatever it says right here. Sweet jerk Jamaican sauce.
All right. Jamaican jerk is the real deal. That is where jerk was created. Thank you. It's where jerk comes from. It was to flavor their beautiful meats, generally chicken in Jamaica and crab. Those are the predominant proteins you would find down there. And jerk has a long, long history there, and we're going to bring it right here. Chef Nevin, do you think that looks done enough to you?
I would think so, especially as I saw you with your thermometer. So
you did see me with that. I was cheating.
It's always better to check, right?
It is better to check, particularly with poultry.
Nice. It's definitely hot.
You okay?
Oh yeah.
All right.
So this is dredging, and then we'll just shake it around in there. Or
give it a shake. Give it a dance. If we need to add a little more. For at-home use, we just used one jar You might get a couple of backups, a little bit of a larger amount depending what you're doing. And a container like this, 2 or 3 jars would probably do about 30 pounds of chicken if you needed to roll through that. And so we've got about 6 pounds today. Yes, sir.
And then we're gonna plate them on the other one?
Yes.
How do you want me to do that? Or do you want me to just keep turning these?
Yeah.
Like that, or?
Go ahead and turn it in there.
Oops.
It's all right.
I'm dredging the chicken. Good deal. Okay.
All right.
I think they're dredged.
You got it?
I got it.
All right. Let's go over here, my bud. And right on here. How about just right around the circle there? Nice. Presentation is important of your food. Usually your eye eats first, unless you smell it first when you're around the corner. Then you're like, hey, that smells good. But Chef Nevin here is presenting.
Sounds good.
Wait, let's do one more
One more?
in case they're hungrier.
Awesome. Chicken.
Nevin,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
what do you think? I'm getting hungry here. Let's try some of
You
these.
got one dredge, you got one dip. I want to hook something up.
I'm gonna flip these over, make them look all special. We'll charge a little more. Would you like to reach from the plate, or can I offer you one of these beautiful wings here? We've got our little accoutrements.
Look at that. So we got Ethan bringing in, doing some chicken with Jabberwoky sweet jerk on the disket.
Grilled. A grilled format. A lot of people are like, did you smoke that? You could definitely use this sauce for smoking. I encourage that, but also grilling. And even in the oven, if you're like, hey, I don't have all that. I'm in Vermont in my whatever you've got, and I've got an oven. This works excellent.
But we're using a disket, so
Absolutely. If you've got your modified disket.
try this chicken.
Let's see what we
Cooking
think.
outdoors has never been better.
Hey Nevin, if you eat a 72-ounce chicken steak in under an hour, do you get it for free?
I couldn't do that. Disket.